Hello everyone, welcome to Nandip Academy. I am Supriya and we are discussing UPSC Daily Answer Samarpan Answer Writing Series program. And today's question is on ethics. The question is very important because we are talking about transparency and accountability values. Means how the transparency and accountability serve as a pillar for the good governance. That is the main theme of our question. So let's discuss question in detail. What exactly question is? So while reading the question, in the context of a public administration, so this question is from the unit 6th public administration civil service values. Okay, so in the context of a public administration, discuss how transparency and accountability serve as the pillar of a good governance. So the focus of the question is definitely transparency and accountability and good governance. This is the first part of the question. And the second part of the question is, how can a civil servant ensure that the action uphold these values? How his actions are able to uphold the values like transparency and accountability for the sake of a good governance. So after finding the locus and the focus of the question, we have to able to write what exactly the demand of the question is. And the demand of the question is, we have to start question directly by the taking examples. Means there is an alternative way to write the answer. For example, the traditional way of writing answer is we can start answer with the introduction, main body and then conclusion. But in ethics, we have to write the question for 150 marks. Sorry, 150 words and 10 marks. So while writing the question for 10 marks and the word limit is a 150 words. So we have to focus on the examples, because while writing the example, definitely we are adding the values in the introduction and values in our answer. So how we can start the question? Definitely we can start a question with a good introduction. In introduction, we can start about what exactly good governance is, what exactly transparency and accountability is, and how this transparency and accountability helping the upholding the values like a good governance in the administration. So as a public servant and as a civil servant, how these working for the sake of a good governance. We can talk about what exactly the moral principles obligation in front of the public servant. So in this way, we can start our introduction. So the integrity, accountability and transparency, these are the fundamental values. These are the cornerstone for the ethical governance. We can start directly answer with such sentences. After writing the introduction, either we can write the answer with an introduction or we can start our answer with a good example. In this case, we can start answer with an example. So example is like the Armstrong Payne. Who is he? He is known for his good work, good governance work in a Manipur. So what he did? In Manipur, he called as a miracle man of a Manipur. Why he called as a miracle man of a Manipur? Because the work he did for the upliftment of a citizen in a Manipur, he built a road. Means what he did? Armstrong Payne, while taking his example, he constructed a 100-kilometer road in a remote area of a Manipur without government fundings. Means when we are talking about the good governance, what exactly the definition of a good governance? Means while delivering the services, that services is beneficial for more and more welfare of the citizen, welfare of the society. Such kind of a delivery of the system, such kind of a delivery of your goods and services, we count it in the good governance. So Armstrong Payne, what he did? Because of his selfless work for the welfare approach and upliftment of the citizens, he constructed the 100-kilometer road without using any government funding. Then what he did? He didn't rely on the government funding. He used public contribution. What he did? He used the public contribution. and he ensured that transparency in a fund utilization is a key for the public accountability. Means without using any government fund, what he did? By taking the participation from the citizen itself, he used that fund transparently. So we can use that example directly. We can start our question. Means this PEM's action showcase the integrity and accountability is the highest how civil servant can create an impactful change. Means we are talking about the change in a society. We are talking about the upliftment of the society. We are talking about the welfare. We can talking about the citizen-centric approach. And this is the example of accountability and transparency we are highlighting. So we can directly start our question. This is a very effective way to write the answer. Right? What your stand for writing for such conclusion? What do you think? It is the right way to start the answer or not? Just comment me in the comment section below. Okay, what point we are highlighting in our main body? So definitely we are highlighting with the role of a governance. How this public administration helping towards more and more towards the citizen-centric approach. What is exactly public administration? Public administration is nothing but the bridge in between the administration and the citizens. It is act as a delivering the services of the government for the society, right? So with the help of this public administration, the administrator should have to act by taking the values like honesty, by the upholding the values like a transparency. His act should be honest towards his duty. Means his act, while talking about the action, because what ethics is? It is the action. While we are talking about the action, his action should be citizen centric. That is called as good governance. And we are using the values like transparency and accountability for upholding the principles like good governance, right? Okay. The second point is ensuring accountability. Every civil servant should be accountable towards his work. Means there is a responsibility of answerability of that civil servant to the higher authority and to the services that the people that he is serving the services. Okay. And the third point is integrity in his actions. Every action of a public servant, it should be integral, and whatever the promises, promises that he should have given to that publics, definitely that promises should he have to be fulfilled by implementing the policies and bringing the transparency in the delivering services. Okay. In this way, you can write your main body. After the main point is, the second point is integrity and accountability. We already given this example. Either you can put this example in your main body or you can directly start your question with this example. Choice is your, but the more effective way, you can put example in the introduction area because that is the demand of the question. Okay. What should be the conclusion for such answers? Definitely this integrity, accountability and transparency, these are the cornerstone, these are the tools for the good governance. Means if we want to implement such policy schemes for the welfare of the citizen, for welfare of the society and to maintain the effectiveness of the governance, definitely these values should have to be built, and this value create an effective environment of a trust, effective environment of a trust, which definitely help to build a trustworthy system of the people on the administration. In this way, we can write our conclusion. Definitely, because of this, the administration remains responsive and remains ethical for their actions. Means whatever the action should taken by the civil servant, by the public servant, definitely that action are ethical. Okay. I hope this answer will definitely, this content will definitely help you to build a good content and write a answer which are helping you in your daily practices. Okay. Those who have any problem, any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section below. We are meeting in our next question answer daily practice program. Thank you.